Hey, good morning. It's Coach Jill, and it is Friday, and this is our weekly membership call, and we are live. And here comes Rashawn. Good morning, Rashawn.
Hi.
How are you this morning?
Good.
Excellent, excellent. So excited to be here. It's been an exciting week here at FitLife. Lots of incredible things going on. We're really excited because we are in the early planning stages of our first live event, which is going to be really, really an awesome thing going on. It's going to be towards the end of June. We'll be getting more details out to our community as soon as we have those available for you. But it's going to be your chance to come and meet us live here in San Diego and get some great education and mindset work. So that'll be fun, and we'll get more details out to you as soon as that's available. So we're going to dig in to some questions here this morning. Let's take a look here and see what we've got for questions. Okay. So our first question comes from Jessica. Jessica says she's looking for the balance of cleansing and juicing with probiotics for fat burning. For fat burning, activation, and protein. So let's talk about the difference between all of those different factors. I love this. This is a great one. So first of all, juice cleanse. What's the purpose of a juice cleanse? Well, a juice cleanse is really meant to really cleanse your system. So it's really not meant for specifically targeting fat loss or weight loss. It is more meant to get your body in a better state for fat loss, weight loss, things like that. Why do we juice cleanse? Well, it helps to clean the liver, helps to detoxify the body, it helps to remove a lot of different food and things that are sometimes stuck up in your intestines and sitting there. So it'll give you the opportunity to eliminate that out. Different things like that. That's the main purpose of a cleanse. A cleanse is not meant to be a regular diet. It's not meant to promote weight loss. Is that an effect of it? Yes. Oftentimes that is an effect of a cleanse. You will see weight come off. Usually that weight that comes off is water weight that comes off when you are doing a cleanse. So it is not permanent loss. It's usually water weight. The body tends to hold a lot of inflammation, especially if you have been eating unhealthy. So if you've been eating a lot of processed foods, things, a lot of inflammatory foods like soy, gluten, sugar, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, all of those things promote inflammation in the body. So if your diet is heavy in those types of foods, you're often carrying a lot of inflammation in your body. When you go and you do a cleanse and you detoxify your body, a lot of that inflammation is going to come out through that process. So that's why a cleanse is different from achieving fat loss. Now, what happens after the cleanse? And this is often a big question that we get. What do I do after the cleanse? Because you've done all this good work, you know, you've got your body in a great state, and then what do you do? Well, the worst thing you can do is go back to what you were eating before. That's the worst thing you can do, because you're just going to start putting all that back into your body. So this is the time to really start to introduce those healthy elements, you know, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. It's the perfect time to start doing that. Now, after you've been on a detox, you want to slowly introduce that back. So, you know, maybe start off with a very simple meal that has veggies and some lean protein. Very simple. One of our first meals that we often do after a cleanse is just some simple scrambled eggs with greens and some avocado slices. Great way to restart. Rashawn, what's one of your favorite meals to start back with after you've done a cleanse?
Well, I'm typically not a breakfast eater, but I will still do a juice after, protein shake. And then I typically do soup or salad.
Love that. Love that. What would a soup look like for you?
My soups are vegetable. So I make a vegetable broth. I can either buy it, organic vegetable broth, or I make my own vegetable broth. lots of kale, carrots, onions, celery, squash, zucchini. Yep.
Love that. I love that. Yeah, so it can be anything that you want it to be, but introducing food, simple foods back into the body is really the way that you want to go after you do a detox. Excuse me. Now, fat loss. As you continue to eat this in this healthy regimen, so you're sticking with your veggies, your lean proteins, your healthy fats, the body is going to start to burn more efficiently. You're going to rev up your metabolism. So at that point, when you continue on that and when you're moving your body regularly, that's when you're going to start to see the fat loss. That's exactly when you're going to start to see the fat loss. Everything else, if it comes off that easily, in the beginning, chances are it is water loss. It is water loss. Fat loss is really what you're looking for when you're looking to reduce your overall body mass, body size. It's the fat loss that you're looking for. So anything you want to add to that, Rashawn?
Yeah, I mean, the best way to lose fat is to move. You got to exchange that fat for muscle. Building muscle burns fat. So that's important. But yeah, you pretty much hit it.
Yeah, perfect. Love that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's look at another question here. Got lots of good ones today. Okay, so let's see. Next question. How can I get back my motivation in life? Ooh, mindset. I love mindset. Well, this is a great one. Well, your motivation, you have to look at it as an overall. Okay, what is it? Why are you lacking motivation? What's missing? What's changed? Have you lost your zest for life? Is it something that going on in your life? What is it? So, the biggest thing I think that you can find, from finding your motivation in your life is looking at your why. And, when you start our program, we ask you to do your why identity. It's a great tool. And it's something that has to be, revised every now and again. It's something that you have to redo because your life is continuously changing. You don't just get to this point and you're done and that's the rest of your life. It's this continual evolving. So we're constantly encouraging people, and I myself do redo my why identity from time to time. I also redo my vision board from time to time because you reach things and you need to go bigger. You need to make it bigger, up to the next step. So, a lot of it is sitting down and figuring out, what's your why? What is your why? Why do you get up every day? Why are you here? Are you unhappy in your life? Why is that? Why is that? When you start to look at those things, then it's a matter of looking at, okay, so I know what I want. Now, what do I have to do to get it? What do I have to do? And it's funny, we were just at Drew's yesterday, and we were talking a lot about the thought process and the way that people think. And most people seem to think with the occipital portion of the brain, the rear portion of the brain. And not that that's not a good thing, but when you're really looking to move up to the next step in your life, you're looking for that next great thing, that all comes from the frontal lobes. And part of thinking with the frontal lobes is being present, being present right where you are. So being grateful for where you are right now. Today, I'm here today. So that means not thinking off into, I got to do this, but being in the moment and enjoying where you're at right in that moment. And not everything is going to be perfect. Life isn't always perfect. Bear with me 1 second, sorry. Okay. Sorry, my computer's ringing. And not everything's perfect, but it's finding the joy in every moment, each moment of every single day, and finding gratitude. So one of the biggest things, and Drew just did a live Facebook live chat on Facebook this morning. Rashawn, I don't know if you were watching that or not, but he was talking about his morning routine and how he starts his day off. And one of his things, and everybody that he was, speaking of was starting the day off with gratitude, and living with that gratitude, because gratitude seems to ground you and bring you to the present moment, right here, right now, gets you centered. I personally, I start off every day with meditation and gratitude every single day. And it just starts me off on a more positive note. Rashawn, what do you do to start your day off?
I usually start it off by saying it's just going to be a great day. Just put that out there. I set my intentions for today. I ask the universe to bring the people and circumstances into my life to best serve me. And that's typically how I get started. And it just sends some kind of mystical message to your brain that really just starts you off in a better frame of mind. So whatever that is, if it's 5 things you're grateful for, 5 things you want to achieve, just getting present with your children or anybody, for me, it's my pets, it could be all sorts of things.
I love that. Yeah. And it's so, just that attitude of gratitude can make a huge difference in your life, can just reframe things, reframe the way you start your day instead of, gosh, I can't believe I have to go to work today. That could be, that was me for years. I can't believe I have to get up and go to work today. Well, instead, change that around. You know what? No matter what happens today, I'm going to make this a great day. I am going to find some happiness in my day. And just that act of going through life with a smile on your face, greeting everybody with a, hi, how are you today? And maybe their answer is not going to be what the most positive thing, but just putting that positive energy out there, putting that out there. The more you put that out there, the more you're going to attract it back to you. And it's going to change your life. It's going to make things change significantly in your life. Law of attraction, what you put out there is what's going to come back to you. And so when you change your vibration, when you change what you're putting out there, you are going to attract different people into your life, different people of different vibration. And it's not that people are bad, but if they're not on the same path with you, maybe they're just not meant to be in your life, and that's okay. That's okay. It's learning to move forward with respect, to say, okay, you know what, I understand what your path is, but this is my path, and that's okay. Rashawn, what have you done with that?
Well, there's nothing worse than not being in that space when you're down or when you're struggling and you hear people say, oh, just be happy. But I'm telling you, when I decided to do the transformation program, I decided to really work the program. And part of that was journaling, and part of that was the vision board and the gratitude. And you really do have to start practicing it. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it at work, compliment somebody, strike up a conversation with a stranger. I do it at the grocery store all the time. You'll be surprised what kind of people you start meeting. So you really have to practice it, and it will get easier. And you will you'll feel different when you're asking people things, and then their responses, because, we live in a society now that's pretty closed off, and we're all, looking at electronics all the time. And so to be more personable is really valuable these days. So for me, I just really try to be present, which is very important. And irregardless of the day I'm having, just try to at least have something nice to say about somebody, whatever that is.
I love that. Yeah. So definitely, just start out very simple. One simple thing, can start to reframe your life each day. So maybe every day when you wake up, as Rashawn said, you know what, today's going to be a great day. or even just to find one thing that you're grateful for, just one thing. And that one thing is going to grow into 2 things and 3 things. And suddenly you're going to find, that things have really changed in your life. And so start simple. We promote with our program, with our transformation program, we promote the concept of 1% daily. And what that means is finding something 1% better each day in your life. So you know what? Today, find your 1%. Find your 1% today and figure out what is my 1% better that I can do today. And when you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, 1% is nothing. But those 1% add up. In 1 week you get 7%. That's incredible. In 1 year you get 365%. That's huge. That's huge. So just, bite it off, just 1% each day. So do one small thing and just allow that to grow. Allow that to grow with you. I love that. I love that. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, here's a good one. This comes from Nami. Nami says, what if I can't seem to find a juice combination that I like? Oh, Nami, we hear this a lot. We definitely hear this a lot. And trust me, there's been juice combinations that I thought would be really good, and they were absolutely disgusting. But there's other things that, there's juice combinations that I've heard from other people that I never would have thought to try, and I fell in love with them. Prime example, one of our coaching clients, in the UK, she told us about her favorite juice is beet and grapefruit. And the first time I heard that, I thought, oh, no. And I tried it, and it is now one of my favorite juices. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I encourage you. One of the ways that I have found combinations that I like, first of all, I experimented. So I will juice things individually and taste them, so I know what they taste like by themselves. And then I start to put combinations together of things that I know that I like. And that seems to work really well for me. My favorite combination, my typical green juice, is cucumber, celery, lemon, ginger, parsley. That's my favorite, very simple green juice. I don't do a lot of fruit. I don't juice a lot of fruit. That's, I say, my one favorite morning, and I will only do it in the morning, is the grapefruit and beet. And I will do that in the morning if I am on a juice fasting day, but I don't do a lot of fruit. Rashawn, what about you?
Yeah, I don't do a lot of fruit either. It does take some time in the beginning to get used to things. I remember the first time I added dandelion greens to my juice, I felt like I was drinking the garden for sure. It just kind of tasted like dirt. But I sucked it down because I knew it was good for me. But yeah, my go-to, absolutely, always a cucumber, celery. I love parsley too. It's such a wonderful herb to detoxify so many things. Sometimes cilantro, but kale is a big one. Chard is a big one for me. And I love the whole grapefruit beet thing too. And I actually incorporated that in my juice a lot with all the different greens, whether that be dandelion is one of my favorites too now.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it's just a matter of finding. I will tell you one of my other favorite things that I've come to love. I love lemon ginger shots. I have an addiction to those, and that just came with changing my taste buds. That really came with changing my taste buds. When I first started this program, if you'd have offered me a lemon ginger shot, no, I would not have done it. Now, because I've changed my taste buds, and I no longer crave that sweetness. To me, a lemon ginger shot is incredibly refreshing. I love it. And when you do it, and I do ginger, a lot of ginger in mine. Rashawn has seen me juice it. I do a lot of ginger. but I love that feeling that you get energy off of it. You just feel it. It's really good. And then I just follow that up with
Wedge.
it's actually half a wedge, a slice of orange. And it's perfect. It's perfect. And now I think I have Rashawn on those too. She likes those.
I love it. And ginger too. I always have to have ginger. There'll be days where I make this beautiful juice and I forget my ginger. Everything is cleaned up. I'm like, oh, I have to drink this without my ginger today. But yeah, I started off with a little piece of ginger. I was like, woo. Now I'm like buying more and more ginger each week because I just drink it so much. I just love it.
I know. When I first started juicing, my piece of ginger was like this. Now it's like this. Because I've come to I love the way it tastes, and I love what it does for my body. I love what it does for my body. It's got great anti-inflammatory properties, and it's great for the joints. So, and if you've got any kind of nasal allergy, whatever going on, it's great for clearing that up. Absolutely great for clearing that up. So, try things on. You can find juice recipes. Pinterest has great juice recipes. Look around, experiment. Don't be afraid. Try new things. Go to a market maybe that you haven't gone to and try on some different types of produce. Try on different types of greens. So, maybe if you're just used to doing cucumber and celery, try some romaine, try some cabbage, even red cabbage, green cabbage, red cabbage. I love cabbage juiced. I love it. It's got just a nice little bit of sweetness to it. Love it juiced. Brussels sprouts. What's the other? Chayote squash is delicious juiced. Absolutely delicious. So, try on different things and different profiles when you're juicing. And it's incredible. We have one coach in Northern California. She will juice anything. She will absolutely juice anything. And her juice probably has, 10 different types of produce in it. And I learned about chayote squash from her. I knew nothing about it until she started juicing. So try on different things. Rashawn, what's the oddest thing that you've juiced?
Gosh, I don't think I've gone really too much out of the boundaries of juicing. Watercress would maybe, but no, I haven't really done anything exotic as far as fruits. There's some I'd like to try though, but yeah, nothing too exciting. I mean, it's all different. I go and I look at color. The color's appealing, like purple radishes. Anything that's just colorful and appealing. I try to do, a good tip for people is I try to research the healing properties of specific vegetables because I've had arthritis, RA, and so I like those really anti-inflammatory foods. Or a lot of people have stomach ailments, and cabbage and celery are all wonderful things to juice to help that hydrochloric acid in your stomach. So research online and see, pineapple's good. Just be careful not to do 2 or 3 juices that are 2 or 3 fruits in a juice. I really shy away from that. When I see those kinds of recipes, I'll either pick a fruit or I'll just bypass the juice because it's too much sugar for me. So I usually only use 1 fruit in my juice.
Yeah, I agree. And the more as you slowly cut back on that fruit, you will become less and less in need of that sweetness. And, as you go to the greener juices, you will come to appreciate the natural sweetness that is in the greens that you're juicing. So you'll come to appreciate that. And that's how you adjust those taste buds. It's just by slowly cutting back on that sugar. So love that. Love that. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, here's a good one. Okay, I am losing weight rather quickly, which is great, but some people say too much quick is unhealthy. How true is that when doing this transformation as opposed to traditional diets? Good question. Well, first of all, some of that is dependent on where you're starting at. Really is. We will often see clients lose, I think the most I've seen in a week, depends. Me personally, I've lost 10 pounds in a week because I was detoxifying. And that was when I was, when I first started in this program, and I was just very heavily eating a very heavy processed food diet. So when I first started, I did lose 10 pounds in a week. And I've seen people lose, easily that. It just depends on where you're starting from. The average once you kind of even out is going to be about anywhere between 1 to 3 pounds per week. Just depends. Depends on, first of all, how active you are, how you're sticking to the plan, and where you're at. But steady weight loss is actually, it's okay. It's healthy. So anywhere between 1 and 3 pounds a week is perfect. For women, it's going to be more in the 1 to 2 pound range. For men, it's going to be in the 1 to 3 pound range. But no, it is healthy. It is absolutely healthy. And that initial big loss is because you're getting rid of a lot of the inflammation in your body. So, and that's really going to happen with whatever you do, no matter what kind of plan you do, you're going to lose a lot in the beginning. That's normal. That's normal. But what we're doing, the difference between our program and a different program, is we're really fostering you to clean up your diet, clean all that processed food out of your diet, get you eating healthier, leaner, and get you eating more often. So frequent meals. We do 3 meals, 2 snacks per day. Which really gets that metabolism burning high. And that's what we want for you. We want to get your metabolism functioning. And once you do that, then you're going to, the body's going to process food so much differently. So, Rashawn, anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, I think I lost maybe 7 pounds once, and I starved myself. It was not a good thing. So, if you're rapidly losing weight and you're constantly in a caloric deficit, then yes, it's not healthy to be losing that much weight. But if you are feeding your body, if you're moving, and you're getting regular healthy meals in and still losing an abundance of weight, that's fantastic. The body is doing what the body is designed to do.
Yeah, I love that. Excellent. All right.
Don't put yourself in a box with everybody else. That's the biggest lesson to learn. Is I get a lot of times from clients, well, this person on the portal lost 10 pounds this week and I only lost 2. Well, we don't know anything else about that person. We don't know how much weight they have. We don't know their health status, how tall they are, their body mass index, things like that all factor in to weight loss. So please don't compare yourself to others. It's a tough one.
I agree. Here's another great one here. After giving up 5 addictions and cutting out gluten, milk, soy, refined sugar, caffeine, how can I take my health to the next level with 30 plus food allergies and multiple autoimmune diseases? I love this question, and this is exactly where our program, I think, is instrumental. Absolutely. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to cutting out all of those things. And just by removing those, you're going to see an improvement in your health. However, the whole piece with food allergies, with autoimmune disease, things like that, the best thing that you can do for yourself with any of those conditions is by consuming whole, nutritious food. So, and we stress this over again, veggies, lots and lots and lots of veggies, lean proteins, whatever that looks like for you, whether you're, whether you follow a vegan plan, whether you are a meat eater, lean, clean proteins, grass-fed meats, free range chicken, your quinoa, very nice lean proteins, healthy fats, coconut oil, almond butter, almonds, raw almonds, avocado, things like that. Feeding the body in that way with whole foods is going to help with that process. Rashawn, I'm going to send this over to you because you have battled, RA, which is autoimmune. Tell us how this has affected you.
Well, I sought out a doctor's help with my RA that basically their philosophy on everything was for the body to naturally heal itself. And just as Jill was saying, that's putting food from the earth into your body. And it's really that simple. I had a lot of allergy testing done and some other tests where we can resolve some of the issues that were going on internally. But the majority of my progress has been due to eliminating toxic foods and getting in those nutritious foods in my diet. And that has made all the difference in how I feel today. So yes, it does take a little bit of time, but just making sure that you're not consuming foods that you're allergic to. So it looks like this person has eliminated a lot of that and is very prone to that. So you have to pay particular attention when you are eating foods and how your body feels after you eat them.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Love that. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. All right. That's the end of our questions for today. Good questions today. I love this. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I want to encourage everybody that, make sure that if you have questions that we didn't get to today, you are getting those, post them in the membership. You can message any of us if you have a private question that you're not wanting to put out there. You can definitely email me, jill@fitlife.tv. We'd love to get your questions answered. Make sure that you are checking in with the membership. Get in there, get active. Our coaches were in there every single day answering questions, so we want to hear from you. And I want to thank Rashawn for joining me today. It's been an exciting week here. We look forward to everything that's coming up in the next few months. And we'll be back next Friday. So bring us your questions. And have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.